A big kiss to you right now. I have so much to get to, but I am so happy right this very moment because down under in Australia, they have legalized same-sex marriage. Yay! I need to go find myself a hot Australian husband. Let me tell you, I've been to Australia twice before. They have the hottest men. No, but in all seriousness, congratulations to Australia. I can't believe it's taken this long for them to have the same rights that we in America have now had for a little bit. And even that, it took us too long to get that as well. So kudos to everybody in Australia for doing the right thing. Now, let me start off right away after that little preamble with talking about Fifth Harmony and specifically their tour manager, who got into it with me on Twitter over liking tweets. I don't know how many times I need to say this, but let me repeat myself. For me, liking a tweet does not mean I like what's being said. It is an acknowledgement that I read it. And also, I like to read all of the tweets sent to me. So if I like a tweet, then I know once I've scrolled down, if I start to see hearts again, I'm fully caught up and I've seen all my tweets. Plus also, it's a way to take power back from haters. And I get a lot of hate tweets. By liking their tweets, it lets them know that I read their tweet and it doesn't bother me. I like it, but I don't like it, okay? I technically hit the like button, but I don't have to like it. I don't have to agree with it. I don't have to co-sign it. And here's a little secret, okay? All these A's, wipes, bum, and other unmentionable names, I'll like them and then I will mute them. Like and mute. Muting is the new blocking, my friends. But apparently the Fifth Harmony tour manager didn't get that memo that I like everything. He sent out this tweet, quote, "With all that women are facing in Hollywood, can we just get up and say a grown man making a joke about 19 and 20-year-olds' privates is weird?" Somebody else tweeted this, quote, "I bet at least one of those girls has a raging yeast infection," about the Fifth Harmony girls. I was tagged in that tweet. I liked it because I like every tweet that's sent my way. The tour manager for Fifth Harmony will be touring. Will Bracey continued. Guys like the Perez Hilton who hide behind being effeminate are the real threat to women. Seeing it in this business with the girls for years. First of all, what does me being gay or not, or effeminate or not, have to do with anything? He hit me back with, "Oh, I never mentioned gay." Don't get it twisted, bitch. You said that deliberately because calling a man effeminate has historically been a way for people to denigrate other men. I'm not here for that. I don't think that being effeminate is bad. I don't. I am very effeminate in some ways and I'm very normal. And in some ways I'm never butch, but whatever. I don't care that you call me effeminate personally, but that is a hurtful thing to others. It was meant to hurt, and I will not allow you to hurt me. And also, I love Fifth Harmony. I do. I am a fan. I can be critical of them, and I am not a stan. I don't stan anybody anymore. I stan myself, okay? That's the only person I stan. Everybody else, I'm going to have an opinion on that you may not like. But I like everything I say and do. Clearly, I do it. I'm rarely wrong. I'm an idiot, but I own it. I accept it. I embrace it. Anyways, thank you, though. It doesn't bother me, though, that some people might misconstrue me liking a tweet, because I would rather you talk about me and talk smack than not talk about me, all right? So misconstrue all you want, even though I'm setting the record straight. All right, now on to everything else that I wanted to get to. I got to move this sucker here. Let's move on from Fifth Harmony to Taylor Swift. Taylor is on track to surpass her last album's first week She's done it. The new album, Reputation, is right now projected to sell between 1.3 and 1.4 million albums. 1989 sold just under 1.3 million its first week. And Taylor Swift will now be the first artist in the history of music to have 4 albums in a row debut at 1 million plus. That is unheard of, unprecedented, and major kudos need to go to Taylor Swift. In other music news that I did not like, my friends, Victoria Beckham is a dream killer. She has poo-pooed a Spice Girls reunion, which I hope will still happen just without her. And let me tell you why Victoria did it. Here's a little insight. Victoria Beckham is not the best singer in the world. So when she's on stage singing live with the other girls, she feels awkward, uncomfortable. I saw the reunion tour. She was not happy being there. So understandably, she's super rich. Why would she do something that doesn't make her happy? For the fans. Do it for the fans. And honestly, get into therapy, because we don't care. The fans love Victoria Beckham without having the best voice. I mean, look at Britney Spears. She lip syncs entirely, and she still has fans that love her and go see her live. Come on, Victoria. And let's make it easy for you, okay? I'm gonna play Spice Girls tour manager and manager right now. Don't do a world tour. Do a very, very limited Vegas residency. Just 2 weeks out of the year, okay? Maybe the first year it'll take them 4 weeks to rehearse, but then after that, it might take them just 3 or 4 days before each 2-week stint to rehearse and get reacquainted with the show. You can do 2.5 weeks a year, make some money, some good money, but have a lovely time with your girlfriends and doing it for the fans. Come on. On to some Kardashian news, which I am thankful for because they're giving me something other than these awful men in Hollywood to talk about. In a new interview, Kim Kardashian says that having a surrogate carry her baby is even harder for her than being pregnant herself. Let me be very careful with how I word this. I've used surrogates 3 times now. I wish that I could have carried my children. I would have 1,000% done it. Having said that, I know what a surrogate goes through. I can only imagine. And from my perspective, I had it easy. Sure, I worried a lot. I checked in all the time, but the surrogate had to carry the baby. The surrogate had to have the baby come out of them. And here's something that I've never discussed before. My son, the first surrogate that I used had complications with delivery. It's not easy giving birth. Some women die. So while Kim's opinion is valid to her, I'm going to say the surrogate has it harder. But thank you, Kim Kardashian, for giving me something other than these awful men to talk about. Speaking of those awful men, Bryan Cranston wants us to forgive Harvey Weinstein and Kevin Spacey. Let me read you exactly what he says, though. The Breaking Bad actor says, it would take time, it would take a society to forgive them, and it would take tremendous contrition on their part, and knowingness that they have a deeply rooted psychological, emotional problem that takes years to mend, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to shut it down right now. Maybe I could forgive Louis C.K. But Harvey Weinstein, who, according to many women, raped them, and Kevin Spacey, who, according to many men that were teenagers at the time, took advantage and tried to do did inappropriate things? No. No. There is a line, and Harvey Weinstein and Kevin Spacey crossed that line. Louis C.K., like I said, maybe. But Harvey and Kevin, no! Do not begin it. Do not start it. No. Back to unsavory men for a minute. George Takei is apologizing for that Howard Stern interview from last month in which he joked about groping men against their will. He says he was kidding and playing a caricature of naughty gay grandpa. Listen, Perez Hilton is a heightened version of Mario Lavandera, but I'm never going to joke about things that I didn't do, like groping men against their wishes. I believe George Takei's accuser. On to less problematic but troubled men. I'm talking about Tyrese Gibson. His baby mama went to court to ask that he be evaluated for mental illness. This after his ex's lawyer claims the court already determined that Tyrese suffers from mental illness. So I would say that having him get checked out seems totally reasonable to me, and I would do the same. On to other troubled men. Meek Mill back in jail for violating his probation, but according to the very latest, he has a very shady judge who is being looked into by the FBI. Free Meek! No, but seriously, he's back in jail for something ridiculous, like violating your probation over a non-violent crime, whereas somebody like Brock Turner just served 3 months for raping a woman. The system is flawed. You can get more details on that on PerezHilton.com. Talking about other troubled men, Stephen Belafonte, Mel B's ex-husband-to-be, that still hasn't solved itself, has finally been able to see his daughter with the Spice Girl. The first time, according to him, he's seen his child in 8 months, which leads me to believe that the court must have had overwhelming amounts of evidence that he should stay away from her. In other troubling news from a lady, Rose McGowan has finally turned herself in and has been arrested on cocaine possession charges. Hopefully for her, her lawyer can make that go away. Now on to less troubling and problematic news, but sad news. Sending some positive vibes to Shakira, who has indefinitely postponed her tour until next year after suffering a vocal hemorrhage. I love me some Shaki. I was so looking forward to that tour. Let us all send her positive vibes, my friends. Positive vibes to Shakira. Also, music related and positive now. Chris Martin is going to be guest starring in an episode of Modern Family. That's unexpected and awesome. More TV news. Congratulations to Eve, the rapper and former sitcom star, has been named the new co-host on The Talk. Yay, I love Eve and I love the ladies of The Talk. In other music-related news, relationship-related news, to end things on the most positive news, because it's also got a surprise baby. Jordan Sparks secretly got married last year. Congratulations to her, and she has announced that she is pregnant and expecting her first child. Congratulations, Jordan Sparks. Love ya. Mwah. And I love you watching this right now, especially because I'm almost at 15 minutes. Thank you for watching. My name is Perez Hilton. I'm here almost daily, giving you the very latest, literally direct from Hollywood. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, share. Also, give me a comment down below. And if you're not doing so and you're watching this, please follow me. I would appreciate that. Adios.